Hey y'all, welcome back to my house. So today we're going to do a little essential oil 101. Um, as you guys can see, I have my journey to essential oils up there on the screen, and I just want to kind of give you guys a little background about me and why I'm doing this. And so to start, I do have a 9 to 5 job that I absolutely love. I work for an oil and gas company in Houston, and I'm the office manager, and I work for our CEO and our general counsel. And I love getting up to go to work every day, and I love what I do. So you're probably wondering, why the heck are you here now? Um, my reason for being here started with my mother-in-law. She has been doing essential oils for about 2 years, and I wasn't paying much attention at first. I know that they have helped her and her husband tremendously with some physical ailments that they've had. But the thing that I noticed the most was her skin. And yes, it did start as me being a little bit vain, but that's what I noticed. And I asked her, so what are you doing? How's your skin look so good? And she said, it's the oils. And I asked her, so, what could I do for the fine lines and the dark circles under my eyes? And she suggested frankincense and lavender. So before I go there with that, I wanted to tell you guys just a quick little story. So about 2 years ago now, probably, I was at a little market and they had a bunch of vendors booths, and a gentleman stopped me and he says, hey, beautiful woman, you want to come over here and let me help you out with your dark circles under your eyes. And at first I was a little perturbed. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Did you just call me out on my dark circles, sir? But he did. And so I sat down, I let him put the stuff on my eyes, and I felt it, tightening as we were sitting there. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And y'all know what? I spent $300 on skincare products that day. Used the products till the end. Didn't tell my husband that I had done it, not because of the money, but because I wanted him to notice the difference. If I was going to spend that kind of money, I wanted somebody to notice the difference, right? I wasn't seeing anything, and then a few months later, I asked him. I said, "Have you noticed any difference in my eyes?" And he kind of looked at me all crazy, and he hadn't noticed anything. So I did finish the product, and just long story short, it didn't work, and I spent a buttload of money on that. So come to the essential oils side of that, and my mother-in-law with the lavender and the frankincense, and so she told me to make a little roller bottle, right? And so I have these little 10 ml roller bottles that I use for just about everything. They're so convenient and so handy. But for my face serum, I put 10 drops of lavender and 10 drops of frankincense. And then I fill it with rosehip seed oil. And rosehip seed, because that carrier oil is very, very good for your face. There's all kinds of carriers you can use. I just opt to use that one. You can use whatever you like, though. 10 drops of frankincense, 10 drops of lavender, and fill it with rosehip seed oil. And that's it. And you just rub it on your face and rub it in. I do it morning and night. And I do it in the morning before I put my makeup on. Give it about a minute to soak in, and you're good to go. And look, y'all, look, I have no fine lines and the dark circles are gone. And that is strictly because of essential oils. I believe that also has to do with the fact that I'm removing all the toxins in the products I was putting on my face to begin with. That was just wreaking havoc on my skin. So anyway, there's one quick little tip for you guys, but that's what got me started into essential oils, was just the fact that I wanted better skin, and I have got that. My hands, they used to be extremely dry, cracking, even bleeding that dry. And I don't even have to put lotion on my hands anymore. So it's some amazing benefits. So that's what got me started. And I started to dig deeper into what else I could use essential oils for. And I started realizing that basically the FDA does not require our personal care products to be tested prior to distribution. What that means is companies can put whatever they want, because there's no regulation, guys. There's no regulation behind in personal care products or in, I don't want to say no, there's very, very little regulation behind cleaning products and personal care products, because they're not a consumable item, so the FDA doesn't feel necessary to regulate those items. So companies literally could put whatever they want in their products. And there is study after study after study that shows the harmful chemicals in our products are known carcinogens. They're known endocrine disruptors, and the endocrine system is what supports all of your hormones. Your hormones help to regulate everything else in your body. Do you have a lack of energy? Can't sleep? Can't lose weight? That could be because of toxins being built up in your body, and I will get to that, in a little bit later, as far as bioaccumulation in your body. But that's what these toxins are doing, and they are all over the products that you're using. And so when I started learning this, I started really looking at that and seeing, okay, so how important is this? Like a tiny little bit of chemicals in each product, what is that going to do? Well, over time, and like I said, there's bioaccumulation, right? So over time, your body, it doesn't know how to process these toxins. Similar to the way your body doesn't know how to process sugar, right? I think we all know that. And your body has to find a safe place to store what it doesn't know what to do with. And those are our fat cells. That's the safest place to store things that it can't process. So over time, your fat cells are being stored with all these toxins, right? And it's just building up in your body, and that's bioaccumulation. And over time, so as you become older, years and years and years of all these chemicals being, put into your body and not being able to be processed, builds up. That's when you lose your energy. That's when things start happening internally. Your body will eventually start to shut down because it can no longer process this stuff and it can't hold any more toxins. It's really an important thing to consider for you and your family. Anyway, so that's kind of where I went with that, is I just dug deeper. If you go to pubmed.org, there's all kinds of studies on there. You can search for anything to see what kind of side effects these chemicals are actually having. And you can even go to the FDA and go to their website and see what lack of regulation they have on our personal care products. It is simply shocking. So anyway, I challenge you guys to go to your cabinets, and you can do one of two things. You can download an app on your phone that's called Think Dirty, and that has like a little barcode scanner, and you can just open the app and you can scan your products, and it will tell you exactly what kind of harmful chemicals are in there, and it will tell you why and how they're harmful to your body, and you get to decide if that's something that you're okay with. But I challenge you, go find 3 of your products in your bathroom and your kitchen and just scan them and see what's up with it. Alternatively, you could just Google if there's an ingredient in your product that you don't know what that is, you don't recognize it. Type it into Google, just Google dangers of whatever that is, and you will probably be shocked. I know that I was. So anyway, that's my journey. Here I am. I'm going to teach you guys just a little bit more on what we could do with essential oils. Well, what is an essential oil? Well, an essential oil is the most powerful part of the plant. And the best way I can describe that is the way that blood is for humans. I think we all know that blood carries nutrients and minerals throughout our body and to whatever organs that we need it. And that's basically what essential oil is for a plant. It's basically plant blood. It carries all the nutrients and the vitamins. And now, luckily, with technology, companies, Young Living has the ability to distill those oils from those plants. I think we've all heard about in the past, there's like teas and tinctures and herbs and dried herbs and that kind of thing that have been used for centuries, literally centuries, y'all, for health and wellness. And now we're lucky enough to be able to put those little suckers into a little bottle. So it's pretty cool. They have such amazing benefits. There's over 100 natural organic compounds in these essential oils, and those are what works with our human bodies to help keep us well, just as God created. If you look up on your screen, you will see that there are multiple systems. Basically, essential oils can support every system in your body. And that's kind of what I'm here for you for, is I want to teach you where to go and how to find that stuff out, and what oils specific to your ailments or your body systems, what oils are going to help you. For me specifically, they've helped with my stress levels, my anxiety, and my energy, on top of my skin. I already talked about my skin, but internally, my energy levels, y'all, have increased dramatically. And I fully believe that is only because I have rid myself of the toxins, and I have added essential oils to help support all the systems and all the stuff going on inside of me. It really is an amazing thing, y'all. Applying oils. So there's 3 ways to apply oils: topically, aromatically, or you can ingest them. So you can consume oils. Now, when you consume oils, you need to be very, very careful that they're labeled specifically for consumption. I believe that Young Living is the only company that has oils labeled for consumption. And the reason Young Living did that was because the FDA a few years ago imposed some few restrictions, the little that they have on essential oils. And one of those was that the FDA says a company cannot sell a product that is ingestible, meaning you can consume that product, but you can also apply it topically, right? So in order to sell that product in both those manners, say like a lemon essential oil, right? That could be applied topically, that can also be used internally. Well, we had to make two different kinds of bottles. There is, as you can see here, we have the white Vitality line. You see how the labels are white, and then the ones at the bottom are colored. Well, the ones at the bottom are the ones that you apply topically, and the ones in the white labels are the ones that you can take internally. And so they're labeled very, very clearly for you to know which oils you are able to take internally. Another thing that you should be aware of is those oils. So there's a lemon Vitality and there's a lemon regular. It is the exact same oil in that bottle, exact same oil. The only reason Young Living has to make two separate bottles is because the FDA tells them we have to. They don't care that it's the exact same oil in both bottles. They just don't want it labeled as a consumable product, also to be able to be applied topically. So there you go, exact same oil, two different bottles. So topically, consumable, and inhalation. Inhalation is, you can do it one of two ways. So you can take your oil bottle, right? Let me grab an oil here. Ooh, lavender, my favorite. So you have a bottle of lavender, right? And let's say I'm a little bit stressed out or I want to just relax a little bit. And I'll just take one drop, put that in my hand. You can just rub it together. And then I just cut my nose and my mouth and I take about 5 to 10 deep breaths. Oh, that's good stuff. Lavender's one of my favorites. And you would just keep inhaling. And your body, because it doesn't have to pass through the digestive system when you either inhale this way or through a diffuser, which you can see back here. Here's my diffuser. You can put the oils in there as well, and you also get the benefits that way. But it doesn't have to pass through the digestive system if you are using them aromatically. So those are the three ways. Are oils safe? There's a lot out there, you know, if you just Google about essential oils, there may be some stories or things or people saying, oh no, they're not safe, you shouldn't use them. Well, that's not exactly true. However, there are some safety things that you should be aware of. And the main one is, first of all, don't put oils in your eyes or your ears. Never put oils in your eyes or your ears. That is not a good idea. Secondly, oils can be photosensitive, which what photosensitivity means is that specific oil, and most are citrus oils that are photosensitive. So say like lemon, grapefruit, tangerine, those types of oils, orange. You wouldn't want to put those on your skin and then go directly out into sunlight. You could get just a little bit of a sunburn. It could just be a little more reactive. So you'd want to wait 12 to 24 hours before the skin that you put it on is exposed. The last thing is you always want to make sure that you dilute carrier oils, especially in the beginning. Not dilute carrier oils, dilute with a carrier oil. Meaning if you have a drop of lavender, which lavender happens to be a very, very easy oil, so very soft oil, so you don't really have to worry. But let's just say you had an oil that you weren't sure about. You'd want to mix that with a carrier oil. And the carrier oil can be anything like a fractionated coconut oil, jojoba oil, even olive oil from your pantry. If you have nothing else, just grab your olive oil from your pantry. I would just recommend making sure that your oils are organic. If you have any questions about which carrier oils to use, let me know, because there's plenty out there. And these are just bought and sold over at your health food store. H-E-B has them, your grocery store. They're sold everywhere. Walmart even carries them. But I would always have a carrier oil on me. And then the last thing to be cautious of is with children. Children's skin is a little more permeable, which means it absorbs quicker than adult skin does. So an oil could be a little bit more sensitive to children when applied topically to their skin. So you always want to make sure that you also mix that with a carrier oil. And I think other than that pretty much covers it. All right, that brings us to the different grades of oils. So this was one of the things when I set out on my essential oil journey, right? I was literally on a mission to prove that Young Living was not the only company that could make pure essential oils, right? I was trying to find a company that sold the oils cheaper, but that were still pure. And I did go out and research companies. I actually bought oils from, 4 or 5 different companies, and I compared them. I also looked on the websites for each of these different companies to get to know kind of their the company culture, if you will, to try and understand. Because to me, it's important that these oils are pure. And that is because what we're about to go into here is the different grades. Now, there's no official regulatory agency that regulates this. It's just kind of the idea of how, I'm just trying to share with you guys how, what is out there, because the FDA only requires, and this is what is so extremely important, and why you really have to be careful about what company you choose to use for your oils, is that the FDA only requires 5% of the oil to be actually pure oil, pure essential oil, to be labeled 100% pure. Like, what kind of regulation is that? Seriously. I mean, why even bother? 5%? What is the other 95%? You know, when I first heard that number, I had it in my head that it was 95% pure to be labeled pure. Well, that's not the case. 5%. It's backwards. It's flopped. I mean, that's totally wrong to me. And especially when you're considering using these oils for medicinal reasons, right? When you really want that therapeutic action of the oil, you want to make sure you're getting 100% therapeutic grade. So that said, all of Young Living oils are what we consider authentic oils. Authentic oils are 100% pure, straight from the ground, the way God created them. There is no added synthetics. There's no other even pure oils added to make it smell better. Nothing. It's just straight from the ground, the way Earth intended, right? All Young Living essential oils are 100% pure, authentic oils. The next oil is a manipulated oil, which is an authentic oil, but what companies will do is they will add, and I'll use lavender as an example, right? So we have a lavender oil, and lavender has, in its true sense, in its real form, has a very, very earthy scent. It's not that sweet scent that you would get, that you probably smell in most of the products, most of your personal care products that have lavender in them. That is not what a real lavender smells like. Real lavender has an earthy scent to it. But companies also know that when a person buys an oil and 1 month their lavender, smells more earthy than it does the next month, that's actually a good thing, y'all. That's a good thing, because in nature does not grow and produce exactly the same way every harvest, right? So your lavender oil could smell slightly different. Well, what other companies were realizing is that people wanted that consistency. They wanted that consistent sweet smell of lavender. So what they would do is they would take this pure lavender and they would take another pure oil like ylang ylang or something that smells a little bit sweeter, and they would add those together. And you still have a pure oil. It's just now a manipulated oil, meaning it's pure, but it doesn't have the full therapeutic value that you initially intended. So if you were looking to use lavender, say for, I don't know, for any medicinal reason, right? Let's say you had a burn, right? And lavender really helps burns. So, and I know that because my brother-in-law actually went through this. And so he put the lavender on there. Well, when he has a scalding hand at that moment, I'm sure you want to be 100% sure that whatever oil you grab does not have any synthetics and has that full therapeutic value, because you want it to work. When you change an oil or add other oils in, it now changes that therapeutic action. So you're not getting what you thought you were getting. The next oil is a perfume grade, which would not have any therapeutic value. A perfume grade is when they add synthetics to the oil. And companies do this because it's just so much cheaper to dilute into sell oils when synthetics are added. But isn't that the whole reason we're using oils to begin with, is to get rid of these synthetics, to get them out of our bodies? That's why I use it. So I avoid any oils that have synthetics added. Keep in mind, companies don't have to tell you. So you can go to any store off the shelf and you can buy an oil, and I guarantee you it's going to say 100% pure on there. But you have to do your research and look into that company. It's also, and one of my worst things that I hate, because I'm a very, very frugal person, is you get what you pay for, right? I'm kind of a bottom shelf shopper. I like to spend less money. But what I realize is, in this journey in essential oils, that cannot happen. You most definitely get what you pay for. And if you want therapeutic action, you need to buy an oil that you're 100% sure is going to give you that. And then the last is just a synthetic, which typically sometimes not even labeled as essential oils. They might be labeled as essential oils, but they're more just a scented product, meaning like it's just meant to make your house smell good, right? Just like the Glade air fresheners. I mean, it's not doing any different, so you might as well just use the Glade if you're going to use a synthetic. And those have absolutely zero therapeutic value. So that's kind of the lowdown on the different grades of oils, y'all. Okay, so why Young Living, right? Young Living and how I can tout about their oils being 100% pure therapeutic grade is because they have what's called a seed to seal guarantee. What that means is Young Living starts with the seed and they find the highest quality seeds. They start there. They have their how they cultivate it, right? So their cultivation means they go back for 50 years on that land to make sure no chemicals had been used in that land in over 50 years. Then they cultivate that land and make sure that soil is perfect, perfect. What is the word I'm looking for? It's just perfect for whatever that specific plant that they want to grow is. They don't use any pesticides, no weed killers, none of that to control the weeds. You know what they use? They use their own oils. They use oils that may not have been up to par to distribute for whatever reason that may be. So they use those oils to control the pests in their harvest. I think that's just really, really cool. The next thing that really kind of hit me was when they say they're harvested at their peak. To me, that didn't really mean a lot until I really fully understood that the plant's therapeutic action in there is best when it's at its highest harvest peak, meaning they have scientists during the harvest season of that particular plant. Young Living has scientists that go out to the field to do testing every hour during the harvest time, and they will not pull that plant. They will not harvest it until it is 100% full therapeutic value, until they have the highest crop possible. Another thing I think is really, really cool. They also do a bunch of testing. So most companies will do, and I think the USDA regulation is, I want to say it's seven tests. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's about 7. Young Living does 20 different tests, more than any other company, no doubt. And you can even check that out too. But they do 20 tests and they do it in triplicate. So they do those 20 tests and they do them 3 times each on every single batch. Young Living is 100% want to make sure that you're getting the full therapeutic value. This is why I fell in love with this company, y'all. During my research, and I didn't find that companies could make the oils as good and as a full value as Young Living. It's just I haven't found it. So there you are. That's why I chose Young Living. When it comes to oils, a little goes a long way. And what I mean by that is oils are super, super concentrated. For example, in a bottle this size, it takes 75 lemons to make a bottle of essential oil, right? 75 lemons, that's a lot. To make this bottle of lavender, 220 pounds of lavender to make this one bottle. So it's pretty crazy how that works. But anyway, they're super, super, super concentrated. So when you're using them, typically an application would be 1 to 3 drops, depending on what you're doing. If you just want to inhale, like I did, I still have that lavender on there. 1 drop is more than enough. You may want to do, say, 2 or 3 if you're using it topically for another concern. But it's totally up to you. Essential oils are a per person deal, meaning it's different for everybody. So I cannot sit here and give you a recipe for something that worked perfectly for me and expect it to work exactly that way for you. It may not. You may need more oil. You may need less oil. It kind of depends. So it's kind of a little trial and error game, if you will. But each bottle, and we have the 2 different sizes. So we have a 5 ml and we have a 15 ml. And the 5 ml has about, let's see how many's in here. There's about 100 drops in the 5 ml, and there's about 300 in a 15 ml. So, and like I said, 1 to 3 drops for each application. So you're getting, in these little bottles, you're getting quite a bit of oil to use. And you don't want to waste your oils. They're expensive little suckers, right? I mean, I'm extremely frugal and I do not want to waste my oil. So just be mindful of that when you're using them. You don't want to use too much. Not really for any safety reasons. I mean, obviously you never want to drink a whole bottle of oil. If you put a whole bottle of oil in your body, I mean, I can't say what's going to happen. I'd never do that. 1 to 3 drops is more than enough. And the last thing that we have is the Thieves Household Cleaner, which I think I got a little sample packet of it here for you guys. This actually comes in the starter kit. And all you need is 1 capful, which I say a capful and I don't have my bottle with me, but it's literally just a little cap, same size as this, little cap size. And you put that into a 16-ounce bottle, you fill it with water, and you're done. There's your multipurpose cleaner that has now replaced every single product in your house. I cannot stress enough how much I love this stuff. it actually has, the Thieves Household Cleaner has Thieves Essential Oil in it, which is a blend, and we'll get into that a little bit later. It's a blend that Young Living makes, and super high in immunity. So it, it kills germs. So you're getting your germ killing power in that essential oil, in that household cleaner. And not to mention, it smells freaking awesome. Every person I have sold this to loves this household cleaner. And like I said, it has literally replaced every cleaner in my house. And now you don't have all those chemicals going into your house, which is super, super important, y'all. Super important. Did you know that chemicals will stay? Say, for example, you clean your shower with Clorox bleach, right? Even if you're not touching it, even if you didn't do the cleaning, that smell stays in your house for up to 2 weeks. And you're inhaling that. That's how you're getting those harmful toxins in through inhalation, which I never really even considered. I mean, yes, when you think about it, it makes sense, but it's not something that I just outright considered. So that said, let's get on to some of our oils. We have frankincense, and I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'll let you guys read what's on the screen, but I don't want to go into too much detail on each oil, but just know that all these oils have so many different constituents in them that allow them to do so many different things. We wouldn't even have enough time to go over all of them, and I want to be respectful of you guys and your time. So I'm going to give you guys just a couple of my favorites on these oils, and if you guys have any questions or want to know more about one particular oil, let me know and comment below, and I'll be happy to reply to you and give you all the ways you can use all these oils. Maybe not all the ways, that's too many, but more ways. So anyway, frankincense skin. Like I said, that was in my face serum. Skin. I can't stress that enough. It's also very good for spirituality, for meditation, spirituality. And the other one I use it for is for focus. It's actually one of the key ingredients in Young Living's Brain Power blend, which is also really good. But that just tells you right there that it's really, really good for focus and mental clarity. Next we have lavender. Lavender is like the Swiss Army knife of oils. If you are ever in doubt, go to lavender. Lavender helps so many things, and it's super, super gentle. So lavender is awesome for kids, awesome for babies. Make sure you dilute, when you're using it with babies. But it's super, super relaxing. And lemon, lavender, and peppermint, the combination of those three is one of my absolute favorites in my diffuser. And sometimes I'll just do lemon and lavender and take the peppermint out, but that one's really cool. Raven is respiratory. So what you could think about that, respiratory. It's a blend. It's another blend that Young Living uses, but for respiratory support. You got a little chest congestion, anything like that going on, you're good with Raven. Stress Away does exactly what it says. It chases the stress away. Also, what Stress Away is good for is in the same sense that it chases the stress away mentally, it also will relieve the stress in your body. It helps to calm down any, say, like joint or muscle fatigue, aching, that kind of stuff. Digest, another one, does what it says, digest, digestion. It's that simple. If you ever go to a restaurant and you eat something that doesn't necessarily sit right in your belly, I call that bubble guts. My sister laughs at me. But if you get bubble guts from something that you eat, put just a drop or two just right on your belly and you're good to go. You can also put a drop underneath your tongue, just let that dissolve in and you'll be good. Panaway. Panaway is another favorite. This is probably one of the top selling oils. It's not the top, but it's one of. And this is just great for joints and muscles and just body discomfort in general. Any head tension, if you have head tension, put a drop on your fingers, rub it into to your temples, and I'll just kind of go over the top, and just rub it in. You can even put a drop on the back of your neck back here and rub it in there. And that's going to help with any kind of body tensions. Wherever you have that tension is where you want to is where you want to apply that oil. Citrus Fresh is Citrus Fresh Vitality, which is the consumable version of that, is the one that I put in my water every day. That or lemon, kind of a toss-up. But Citrus Fresh is a blend of citrus oils with a teeny bit of spearmint, which is why I love that in my water, because spearmint is delicious in my water, spearmint Vitality. So that Citrus Fresh, I do that, and that just helps with your metabolism, helps with your energy levels, and it just kind of awakens you up and keeps you going for the day. It really does make a difference. But that's Citrus Fresh, one of my favorites. Peace and Calming. Peace and Calming is another one that, so my mother-in-law, her granddaughter couldn't find, like I said, my mother-in-law's been using oils for about 2 years, and she's tried multiple oils to get her granddaughter to go to sleep at night, and nothing seemed to work. And she finally grabbed Peace and Calming. peace and calming worked. And I've heard that from so many people, that peace and calming helps their kids to go to sleep at night. Or if you want just to kind of calm down the room, like if your kids are just getting all nutso and crazy, or if you're nutso and crazy, put some in your diffuser, 4 or 5 drops in your diffuser, and in the whole house will just kind of mellow out. Peace and calming, really, really good. Peppermint, think workout, right? I would put this on. So the reason you think workouts, because peppermint will help to increase the circulation of oxygen through your body. So it gives you a really stimulating workout, and it just helps your body to have a better workout. Peppermint can also be used in the same way that Panaway does for head tensions or body tensions, different things like that. And I also put peppermint vitality in my water. And that one just it's just very, very energizing. Now that said, 1 drop of peppermint in your water might be overpowering, because remember, they're extremely concentrated oils. So what I do sometimes is I'll take another empty bottle, and I will mix, in this size, I would do, say, like 5 drops of lavender, 5 drops of lemon, and then I would do 1 drop of peppermint. And I would just kind of let that synergize. And then I would use that so that the peppermint's not quite so overwhelming in my water. But I do love how it makes me feel. So that's why I had that. Then we have lemon. I think that one's kind of self-explanatory. In the same way that you would add lemon to your water to help metabolism and to help your appetite control, you can do with lemon essential oil. Lemon Vitality essential oil can be added to your water. Just 1 drop. Oh, and speaking of when you add oils to your water, you should always be using a stainless steel or glass cup. Reason for that is essential oils are very, very powerful. And the intention of essential oil is when you put it into your body, what it thinks it's doing is it's going into your body to find whatever toxins, whatever doesn't belong in your body, right? It's going to go eat away that toxin. It's going to rid your body of it. Well, it will do the same thing to any inorganic material, meaning if you put a drop of lemon in a styrofoam or in a plastic cup, it's going to eat that away, because that is not organic material. And what it does is its intention is to eat away organic material. So don't put essential oils in plastic, styrofoam. Just stay away from all that stuff. Put your essential oils in, get you a little stainless steel tumbler, and just use that every day and fill that up. It's freaking awesome. The next one we have is Thieves. Thieves is the #1 selling oil in the company for a huge reason: immunity. And I'll tell you guys why that's such a big deal. And you look up on the screen and you can see that it says the Black Plague legend. Like, what the heck is that, right? So back in mid-century, I forget exactly when the Black Plague came through, people were dying so fast, and they were like literally piling their bodies on the streets because before they could take them to the burial site, because people were dying so quickly from it. And there was a group of criminal pharmaceuticals that figured out, and you can even Google it, like these guys wore these like what looked like bird masks, that kind of these big long like gas mask looking things, and they would literally just coat themselves in all these essential oils and all these different things that were to fight germs, right? And they would go and rob the graves of these dead people and steal all their valuables. And when they finally got caught, the government asked them, so how did you not get this Black Plague? Like, if you're robbing these graves that are filled with disease, how did that happen? And the legend goes that they released their secret, if you will, for a lesser of a what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, so they let them go, right? Because they gave them this. And Gary Young of Young Living went out and read about all these different legends, and he put all these different legends together and found the oils that were mentioned the most in it, and that is how he created his Thieves blend. And it actually contains clove. Clove is one of the oils in there. And clove has an ORAC value. ORAC is the antioxidants, the level of antioxidants in something. It's the highest antioxidant of any living source on the planet. And so, for example, a blueberry has like 3,000 ORAC scale. Kale has like 2,500 ORAC scale. We know those are really, really large, right? Clove has over 1 million on the ORAC scale of antioxidants. That's just incredible. And this is the oil that most companies try to copy, and I've tried a few of the others, and they don't even come close in comparison to the Young Living Thieves. So, and that's the oil that's in the Thieves household cleaner, and we have an entire line of household cleaning products that uses the Thieves essential oil inside there as well. So you definitely got to try that one if you try nothing else. At least try the Thieves. Great to put on your kids' feet before school. Especially like I know right now in my daughter's class, there's flu going around like crazy, right? So I'm loading her up with the Thieves. I'm just rubbing. I have a little roller bottle like this made with the Thieves. I put 10 drops of Thieves in there, fill it up with the fractionated coconut oil, and I rub that on her feet and on her hands before she goes to school. And it just helps protect her. And it also helps get rid of anything that she might have already have. The last oil is Valor. Valor, and I haven't even opened my new one yet. I'm waiting. But anyway, Valor, just think courage. I mean, it just gives you this positive feeling when you have this oil on. Like I use Valor before I do my videos, because I want that extra courage and that extra confidence in myself. So, but Valor's another popular oil within Young Living. That's it for the oils, but I will talk about 2 other big products that we have that, as much as the oils have changed my life, these 2 have too. And the first one is the Thieves Household Cleaner, which I think I already told you guys about. You can see the picture of it on the screen now. Like I said before, it takes 1 capful of the cleaner, and then you pour that into a 16-ounce bottle. You can use plastic on this if you want, or glass. I like the glass because it's pretty. But either way works, and you can literally replace all products. You can use that on fabric, carpets, granite, sinks, bathrooms. Now, I will say when I do my bathroom, when I'm trying to get the mold out of the shower or any, kind of heavier cleaning things, I will probably do 2, maybe 3, depending on how bad that is. I don't even know that I've ever done 3. I usually can get away with 2 capfuls. So I just kind of double it and make a stronger version. So I have a strong version, and then I have like a multi-purpose version. So that bottle right there costs $22. But when you break it down, because remember it's very, very concentrated, you're making a natural plant-based cleaner for less than $2 a bottle. I mean, it's really, really amazing. You can even get the cheap stuff at the store for $2 a bottle, right? And if you're trying to buy, excuse me, if you're trying to buy a natural cleaner at the store, you're going to spend at least, $4, $5, $6. I've even seen them up to $8 and $9 for a natural cleaner at the store. And you don't even know really if that's actually a natural cleaner, because again, there's no regulation on that, and companies can put whatever they want, or more importantly, leave out whatever they want. You'll notice on a lot of the ingredients, it might say fragrance. That's the scariest part of our ingredients labeling, is that fragrance can be anything the company wishes to not include in their list as a proprietary ingredient to save, so that their recipes aren't being given out, right? Well, that just opened the whole door for the rest of us, because now anything could be making that fragrance smell so pretty, right? And that's where so much of the endocrine and carcinogens are found, is in the fragrance of all the products we're using. And the last product is our Ningxia Red. Oh man, this is some good stuff. I love this stuff. And not only me, my kiddos love it too. And why this is such a cool, I'm going to shake it up a little, because you can see how, like, when it's natural product, right? So it has oils and different superfruits in there, and it just kind of rests at the bottom. So you want to shake it up a little bit, because as it sits there, and this has probably been sitting on my desk for a month, I don't know, maybe longer than that. But you got to shake it up before you use it every time. And what this is, let me see if I have. So you would take, it's a drink, it's a superfood drink that has different citrus essential oils in it. There's the Ningxia Wolfberry, which is a massive superfood. Go Google that. Google it and Google the benefits of Ningxia Wolfberry. And a wolfberry is similar to a goji berry. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about a goji berry, right? You know how powerful those are for antioxidants. But basically that's what this is, super high antioxidant drink, filled with essential oils, which when you put essential oils with other supplements, which is considered a supplement, it helps the bioavailability in your body. And what that means is it helps your body absorb the nutrients and the minerals that are in that product a lot faster and more of them. So your body's able to now use those nutrients and minerals that are in that product. And that could be any supplement that Young Living makes. They're all infused with essential oils. But this one, most importantly. The way you use Ningxia, take just 1 ounce. 1 ounce is a shot glass, for those that don't know. Just 1 ounce a day. Some people do more than that. My family, we all do 1 ounce every now and then if we're feeling sick, or if we want just a little extra boost, for whatever reason, want some extra energy or anything like that, we might do 2 ounces. Brian, my husband's a big guy, so sometimes he does the 2 ounces because he likes to have a little bit more. And I tell you what, y'all, my energy levels have increased drastically with just this one drink alone. So you do get in your kit, you actually get 2 of these. Are little 2-ounce samples, so you would just drink this down. You get 2 of these in your sample kit. Otherwise, we also have a starter kit that has both. We have a Ningxia starter kit, or we have a Thieves Household Cleaner starter kit that comes with a bunch of stuff. I couldn't even go over it right now. It's actually going to be, I think, on the next screen, so you guys will be able to see what those entail. So that's that. Those are all our products with Young Living. Here they are. Here's our kits. Okay, so we have, Young Living has 3 different ways for you to get started with a wholesale membership. And the reason you want a wholesale membership is because that gives you 24% off for the rest of your life, which is an incredible savings. So to start, we have the premium starter kit, which is the oils kit. It comes with 12 different oils, 2 samples of the Ningxia packets, 1 sample of the Thieves Household Cleaner, 1 sample of the hand sanitizer, Thieves hand sanitizer, and the 12 oils. Oh, and the diffuser. And it comes with this little cute diffuser here. If you look up on, this is the Desert Mist diffuser, which I know in the video is not showing as clearly as it should. It's actually very, very cute. But if you look up in the picture, you can kind of see that one a little bit better. And then down below the picture, you'll see 3 other options of other diffusers if you prefer one of those. The next kit we have is our Thieves Household Cleaner, and you guys can look up there on the screen. It comes with a bunch of different things, but basically your Thieves Household Cleaner kit is swapping out all of your cleaning supplies, hand soaps, hand sanitizers. It comes with the Thieves Essential Oil, and it comes with a bottle of Stress Away as well. And that one is $160. The premium starter kit, I forgot to tell you guys, is $165, which is a super, super, super awesome deal. Y'all know this is 60% off the retail price. And even as a wholesale member, I went to go add this up to see how much it would be if I bought all the products separately myself. And it was still going to be, I think it was $389. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was $389. No. It was $289 to buy it through my wholesale price. So you're still getting this massive discount. I cannot stress enough what a great price this is for these oils. I mean, you're getting 12 oils plus a diffuser for $165. You almost take the diffuser out and you can't even buy your oils for that price at the store, at the grocery store. They're just not even that cheap, and you're getting 100% pure therapeutic oils with this kit. Which brings us to the last one. There at the bottom, you'll see the Ningxia Red kit. As I said, that's the Ningxia Red. It comes with two of these bottles, and then you get 32 of these little packs. So that will last you a long time. Plus you get these little nitro, and these are like a little energy shot, if you will. They're so cool. It's a little energy shot. So it would replace like your 5-hour energy. That's what this is. And then of course it has the Stress Away and a couple other samples and different things in there. So there's our 3 kits, y'all. All those come with me too, meaning when you start with Young Living, I'm not going to leave you high and dry. I'm not just going to, you buy the kit and then you never hear from me again, right? Because what I learned in my journey was I needed to understand some things to know how to use these oils, to know how to use these supplements, and why I need to be using my household cleaner instead of the crap that they sell at the store, right? Because it's really, really messing up my hormones. And I fully believe, because I've removed all these toxins from my home, that's why I have better energy. That's why I have better skin. I'm replacing all that crap with a better way, with essential oils, with plant-based cleaners, with supplements. You know, I mean, everybody needs to consider why it's so important to at least start considering, product here and there. Just start paying attention, to what's in that and what that can do to you. I mean, the side effects are incredible, y'all. There's study after study that shows that. And I know I've said it, but I'm just so passionate about it that I want you guys to understand that it's important. If you do go with a kit, we also have our Essential Rewards, which is, it's an optional program. It's a $50, well, officially 50 PV is what we would call it. And what PV means is points value. So it's a 50 PV minimum every month, which is basically a $50 auto ship program to where you get to pick the products you want every month. You can change it, add, delete, do whatever you want to do to it, order whatever products you want to do, and it just has to be a minimum of $50. The reason, and I didn't sign up for Essential Rewards when I first got my kit, And I really wish I had. I just didn't understand the value when I first got it, and I thought it was just a sales thing. You know, I'm a little skeptical when it comes to stuff, so it takes a little while for me to get it, if you will. But anyway, as soon as I realized the rewards behind Essential Rewards and the benefits, the first 3 months you're on Essential Rewards, you get 10% back in free products. 4th month to the 23rd month, I believe it is, you get back 20% in free products. So that's a lot. If you spend $100 in a month, and consider, you know, when you're thinking this, you're swapping products out. So instead of spending money at, you know, the grocery store or the health food store or wherever you're buying your stuff, you're now spending that at Young Living instead. So this isn't an additional into your monthly. Maybe the oils would be. But as far as your cleaning products and the rest of the personal care, shampoo, conditioners, body wash, makeup, there's everything. They have an entire baby line. It's called Seedlings. How cute is that little Seedlings line? And these products are simply amazing. So when you're thinking about spending, you know, this minimum $50, or even if you want to spend $100 a month, where you start to get your free promos, because Young Living every month has promos at 100, 190, 250, and 300 and 400, I believe. Again, don't quote me on that, but there's different levels, and you get so much free stuff with this, and you're going to pay the same on Essential Rewards, or if you're not on Essential Rewards. The only difference is you're on the auto ship, so that's the difference, but you're now getting free products and you're getting money back to spend on products next month. When you spend $100, guys, and you're at that 4th month, you're getting $20 back on that. That's pretty freaking, that's just amazing, right? That's so cool. So anyway, and what I've realized over my time is that I want these products, right? That I'm going to use them because I see them working for me and my family. I see them for working with the people that have come to me for them, right? It's just something to consider. You can cancel Essential Rewards anytime you want. No questions asked. You can just call up Young Living and they'll cancel it for you. But highly, highly, highly recommend Essential Rewards. You can sign up for the Essential Rewards at the same time you get your kit. There's an option. You just select your kit, and then do you want to sign up for Essential Rewards? And it kind of walks you through it. I definitely recommend you guys do that. And on top of these monthly promos on Essential Rewards, you also get additional what they can call loyalty gifts. And loyalty gifts are given after 3 months, after 9 months. After 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. And you get a free loyalty gift. And these gifts are Young Living oils that they only give for loyalty gifts. So it's kind of cool. The last thing I'll talk about in Essential Rewards, you also have the option to do the shipping program, which is similar to, say, like an Amazon Prime, right? So it's called Young Living Go. It's $59 a year. That covers every monthly shipment that you have for your Essential Rewards, right? So if you're going to sign up for Essential Rewards, you definitely want to sign up for the Young Living Go. It's $59. You get free shipping for the 12 shipments, which is your 12 months, plus you get an extra bonus shipment that you can use on any, you know, regular order or any quick order, that type of thing. Or maybe, excuse me. But basically, here's the deal, right? And why that's so important. It sounds like I'm just telling you guys another thing, right? I'm not. I wouldn't. The reason I put this up here is because it's actually going to save you money. If you're signing up for Essential Rewards, then you're going to be paying shipping, right? Everybody has to pay shipping. We have to pay shipping for every company, everything we buy, pretty much, right? So on a regular order with Young Living, shipping ranges on weight and all that good stuff, but you're going to pay at least $7. If you're ordering Ningxia every month, if you're ordering this, these are heavy glass bottles, right? Your shipping is probably going to be, I think it's like $9 or $10 for shipping. Y'all, the $59 is covered in the first, 6 months, I think. So you're saving a ton of money. And the frugal person that I am, I would not normally have shared that, but because I'm so frugal and it is such a great deal, you want to do that, okay? If you can swing it, go ahead and sign up for the Young Living Go right when you sign up for Essential Rewards. There's also another Young Living Go option that's $129, and what that does is it covers all those same shipments, so all your monthly shipments, but it also gives you an additional 12 shipments. An additional 24, what's considered flex shipments, and those can be used for anything, any other shipments outside of your regular monthly order, which you want to put most of all your products on your monthly order because that's where you're earning your products back. If you forget something or if you run out of something and you have to place what they call a quick order later that you didn't get added to your Essential Rewards order, that's where you could use these other flex shipment credits. So that's Essential Rewards, y'all. Highly recommend it. And here we are, how to order. So to order, you can go to my website. I have it up there. It's www.eo101.com. MYYL, so myYL.com/Michelle Kerr. You can also message me on Facebook. You can text message me, or you can email me. And my email is also up there on the screen, kerr.michelle711@gmail.com. Thank you guys for blessing my family. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. Welcome to your journey of essential oils. Bye, y'all.